I was just watching King Charles and William on the Normandy beaches and welcoming all these foreign heads of state and the grandeur of memory. It's a great positive. And earlier I was talking to somebody who reminded me of the two critics in Fry and Laurie. One of them I know is called Simon Flitteris, and Hugh Laurie keeps talking to Stephen Fry, whose name is Simon Flitteris, and they're sitting in two chairs. And as the sketches go on, there's quite a lot of them. These two critics start to get more and more. They slip off the seats and end up sprawled on the floor. A sadly predictable legacy. The two critics sort of falling down with their self-indulgence. Trite squib, pastiche parody. What do you think of the two central performances? Says Hugh Laurie. I'd have welcomed them, says Stephen Fry. I like the clear and original use of words. Thank you. It's about self-indulgence. It's about introspection. It's about onanism to the point of physical collapse. The cynical, the unconstructive, clever, and conceited. Lots of C words, and that sums up this sort of empty, erudite, but useless criticism. And it's a sort of thing politicians get into. It's a sort of thing critics get into. They think that by being negative and clever, they're being constructive. They're not. They're being unconstructive. It exposes their incompetence, their failure to do anything, their lack of creativity. And in the end, what do they contribute? A mess on the floor. That is it. So I do recommend the two critics from Fry and Laurie. A bit difficult to see if you're based in the UK, because the BBC copyright thing stops its broadcast. I don't know how you get around that, but a bit of Fry and Laurie, tremendous, and a really positive comment on the way our election is going, because there's nothing constructive being said, nothing constructive being done. It's all negative. It's all carping. And standing on the sidelines looking, you feel, what am I contributing to this debate? And you've got to step back and say, am I being constructive? Am I doing something positive? And I think by saluting the things that are beyond politics, I thought it was really nice to see Rishi Sunak, to see Keir Starmer in a different setting, rather than going at each other's throats. In a different setting, focused on history and the past. I thought it was very good yesterday to see Nigel Farage making the crossing and looking happy. And, this isn't about the political squabble. This is about the nation's past. And it's a positive, because this is a commemoration of a great day when huge sacrifices were made to change the world. And we have those great days facing us even now. And, part of that was only possible because the Nazis were distracted by the huge efforts of Russia. Why is Russia not on that beach? Because Russia is distracted and self-obsessed with Putin's special military maneuvers, and because he's too conceited to leave his fridge and his security blanket of frozen peas. Putin, the Kremlin, they're wrong. They're wrong. They should be there on the Normandy beaches.